What's going on, everybody? This is Edric from Delta, the Dope and Diverse Culture, and I'm here with Chris Soto, the motivational creator. What's going on, boss?
Hey, what's going on, Edric? How you doing tonight, man? How you feeling?
Yo, another day in paradise. I cannot complain, man. I can't complain.
Yeah, exactly. Same here, man. Just doing my thing. I can't complain either.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Now, for the audience, I want to explain that, just like I say all the time, I'm dealing with people we can get some gems from, okay? We can get some gems. We can help us, you know what I'm saying? Help us create. And I truly appreciate this, and I truly appreciate you coming on. So,
I appreciate you having me, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Of course, bro. You already know. And I want to hear your story. I want to hear exactly, how you got to the point where you are now. What, the work you had to put in and where you're headed. So give me a quick backstory on what you got going on.
Quick backstory, man. I mean, I've been a hustler through and through all my life. You know what I mean? From high school, selling candy out of a Nike shoe box, going to school and hustling that and really making my first dollars. You know what I mean? Not really get into the drug aspect, like a lot of people I know, really just doing it on a positive level. And then I felt like with that, I could do some other stuff in my life and started always just getting into just selling things, just being a small entrepreneur, nothing crazy.
Yep.
And then, a lot of stuff has happened in my life. A lot of things have led me into a difficult spot where, at one point in my life, I definitely, I got into some trouble. It wasn't anything I was proud of, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I've taken what I've learned through that and from hitting the absolute rock bottom and now being able to just really shine on with everything that I got going on, you know what I mean? Just running, my side businesses that I have. I'm full-time, I'm a father, I got a lot of stuff going on for me, and not to say that to gloat or anything, but just to put it out there, everybody has something going on, but you got to push past those limits. You got to be able to just tell yourself, listen, stop messing around and get to it, whatever your goals are. I mean, if you want to live comfortable, that's fine. But if you want to live that life, that wealthy life, that lifestyle where you're driving around in nice cars, you want to have a big house, or, just honestly making a purpose, a difference in life, you gotta go past what you're doing now and to be able to get there, you gotta push through all the struggle.
Yeah. And this is one thing. A lot of people don't understand what the bottom is, and I tell people all the time, I ain't scared of the bottom. I got two hands. I push myself back up because the bottom to me is where where you start thinking the most. You start thinking about everything around you. You start thinking about how you can come up with something that especially that you love, that you can that's your baby, that you can make blossom. You know what I'm saying? And it's being at the bottom, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, you definitely learn. That's where you learn all your skills, your basic skills. You walk into an office. I tell people all the time, like I got a boss, right? And I'm working on an encore job like everybody else. I'm not some person that's I'm working on my encore job as well. But I got a boss. But you can't lie to my boss. Like my boss wanted me to build a website, right? Built the website. This company it's an oil company, built the website. And I said to him, he was like, I need the little avatar. When you go on a website and at the top on the tab, you'll see a little icon. I was like, I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? He like, no. He was like, you got to go on there. It's in there. You got to find it. It's somewhere inside the website builder. I'm like, I don't know. He was like, I'm not going to say it again. Next day, I found it and I did it. I came back to him and I said to him, I found it. But he built the business from ground up. He's been through that situation. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to tell me the different he been through every aspect. He was like, nah, that's a lie. There is some way to figure it out. There's some way to do it, and you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something key that I took with me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know it, you don't sit there and just don't know it. You figure it out.
You got to figure it out. You can't,
absolutely.
Life doesn't give you an answer. You got to figure out that answer for yourself.
You
got to create that answer.
Exactly.
You can't sit there and just throw your temper tantrum, throw your towel on the floor, and be like, damn, I can't do this. You gotta look for a way.
Yeah, yeah. And
You know what I
that's a
mean?
fact. That's a fact. And now I see with now your Instagram name is Fat to Motivational, right?
Correct.
So
Yep.
explain to me how you came about a way of taking that motivation and putting it into the what's it called, that the gym field, the exercise field, or whatever you want to call it. How did you make that transformation?
Yeah. So basically, at one point in my life, I weighed over 400 pounds. And
Okay.
being a father, I went through a divorce. I was married at one point, and going through all of that had led me to really just losing that weight, and just building a different lifestyle for me, just different from what I have always been used to. I got into my
Yeah.
comfort zone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like over time, it led into a bad situation. So what I did was I ended up taking all my will, all my power, everything that I had, and I pushed myself to get to that next point of losing weight. And there was no
Yeah.
surgery. I didn't have any surgery. I didn't have a magic pill. It was literally dedication, hard work, and consistency.
Yeah.
That's one
Yeah.
of the main things is consistency. A lot of people could do stuff. They could dip and dab here, do stuff like that. But the main thing is consistency, So for me, doing that had led me into other things, now,
Mm-hmm.
leading into where I am today, you know what I mean? Working for a gym, helping other people and show them, you know what I mean? Like making a true difference and explaining to them, like, listen, just because you're fat, just because you're unhealthy,
Uh-huh.
just because you have issues, doesn't mean you can't put past that. You're putting limitations on yourself. And
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
do that, you become a victim of your own like bullshit at the end of the day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So most people don't understand that. So when times are tough, that's when you really got to push through stuff like that, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So for me, like I've learned a lot during my journey of weight loss. There's a whole big journey on that. And then it kind of just led me into what I really want to do, which is motivational speaking at the end of the day. Like I want to talk about my life. I want to
Mm.
talk to people around the world, hundreds into thousands of people,
Yeah.
just telling them and showing them, like, look at what I've been through. Look where you are today. Look where you can be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the end all be all. People go to jail. People get, you know what I mean? Like things happen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
that as like the end all be all, and that's not really true. You know what I mean? That if anything, that's like a true beginning right there. That's a big new beginning for you to start and change something different than what has led you up to that point. So
Yeah.
now you got to take yourself and put yourself in a different set of shoes and really just see and push yourself past your limits of what you're capable of and learning
Yeah.
through all that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact. And consistency. Let me tell you right now. I'm consistent at this. I'm consistent. I wake up every day. I get on the gram. I do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out. I love reaching out to people because I just love talking to people and getting to know their story. But let me tell you right now, consistency for me, hitting the gym, bro, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yo, audience, pardon my language, but this,
Oh, no, of
I,
course.
yeah, listen, yeah,
Let it out, let it out, let it
yeah,
out.
that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I try to, like, I worked out today. I worked out today, then boom, went to Rooney's. I went to Rooney's, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let me get the seafood paella. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that. Oh, y'all got cheesecake too? Oh man, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
Hey, you had to get it in. I got you. I
yeah,
get it. You
you
don't
know,
feel too bad because you feel like you worked out. You did what you had to do.
yeah,
So as
yeah.
long as you don't make that a habit, you're
Yeah,
good.
I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to, and that's why I'm glad I'm talking to you because I need that motivational. I need that motivational speaking, man. Because it's hard,
Definitely.
yo. It's hard. And listen, and for the audience, y'all, if you going through that, y'all not the only one. It takes time. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to happen overnight. You are going to mess up. I say, I do it, and then a Monday I come, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna try again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try. Don't
Yep.
stop trying. That's it.
Yep.
With anything, don't stop trying.
But
And
that's the problem. Most people, they give up on something, right? Just like
yeah,
you said, when something gets hard, they give up. That goes for relationships. That goes for your business. That goes for your journey on whatever it is you're trying to do. School. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
most
yeah,
people, if something gets hard, they give up. And trust me, I've been there, done that. I know how it is. I lived a 400-pound life for a good
Mm-hmm.
chunk of my, you know, like a good couple years, you know what I mean? And it was like, it sucked. Like, yeah, it felt comfortable at the time, but look what comfort got me, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a house, you know what I mean? And I tell people this today. Listen, I made it a lifestyle choice to now make sure that I incorporate, you know, getting in some type of exercise at least 30 minutes a day, you know,
Yeah.
whether I do super good that one day or do shitty, you know, meaning like I don't do as good as a workout like from the day before or going into the next, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
I take that and I realize that, like, listen, we all have days where we fuck up, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you said,
Yeah.
things happen, you know what I'm saying? But the worst thing to do is give up right there and be like, nah, I'll start Monday. Oh man, that's a
Mm.
big one. I'll start Monday. I'll start
Yep.
Monday. I'll start
Yep.
Monday. Before you know it, 5 years down the line, you'll start Monday. It hasn't even happened. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yep, yep. That's a fact, man. That's definitely a fact, and I gotta keep pushing. I'm gonna keep on trying to do my thing. I mean that. I mean that this time, because
Definitely, man. Hold yourself accountable at the end of the
Yep.
day. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's you versus you, bro. It's you
Yeah.
being better than you were yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you being able to do that, that's huge. And a lot of people can't do that. They can't face themselves, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's hard. It's definitely hard. Now, with that being said, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're an entrepreneur as well, right?
Yep.
With being an entrepreneur, this is kind of a rhetorical question, but I always have to ask it just to let some of the young cats know. Um, how much time do you put into your entrepreneurship?
Honestly, I spend about an hour to 2 hours a day for my business. You know what I mean? Because at the
Uh-huh.
end of the day, think about it, right? You only have 24 hours in a day. Most people, they sleep what, 7, 8 hours. So you got 16 hours left in the day. What are
Yeah.
you doing with those 16 hours? Like, time is precious. I'm
Yes.
telling
Yes,
you,
it is.
you might be, if you're listening, you're in your 20s right now. Yeah, life seems peachy keen. You good. You don't have to
Yep.
worry about anything, right? But
Yep.
then when you start entering your 30s, and then you start
Mm.
entering your life starts to get short, man. And tomorrow's never promised. So what I tell people is make the most out of your day. Make
Uh-huh.
the absolute most. You have 16 hours in a day.
Yep.
Utilize that. So if that means, you go to work for a portion of your day, when you get home or in between or whenever you can find time, because we all have time, right?
Yeah.
Time is
Facts.
not to be
Facts.
messed with. Once time passes, you can't get that back. Money comes and goes, but time does not,
Yeah.
right? So
Yep.
what you want to do is you really want to focus and take those 16 hours and make the best of it. So if
Yep.
that means tackling and working on your fortune, your side businesses, do that. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Because at the end of the day, a little by little, you know what I mean? I tell people like this all the time. Plant your seeds, but make sure you water them every
Yep.
single day.
Yeah.
Whether that's working on, your side business or even reading, right? Like I've never been a big reader, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and for me in the last year, I've read more books than like I don't know what. And I keep continuing to read. And the more I read, the crazier it is because I'm more
Yeah.
aware of what's going on. Like
Yep.
shit that I
Yep.
learned in these books, like you don't learn in school, you don't learn, elsewhere.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Most
Yep.
people are just talking about like the normal typical topic, which is COVID right now. And let's not negate the fact that COVID's not real, because it is. But in the midst of that, people getting these unemployment checks. Like me, I was getting unemployment. I was laid off for 5.5 months, right?
Uh-huh.
I didn't take my money and start blowing it on dumb shit, just buying random shit. I either saved my money, I took it and invested into myself, and
Mm-hmm.
really just started investing into me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're your best investment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Like
Yep. That's a
you
fact.
take it to that next level, and you could really achieve things that you never really thought of. But it's up to you to really do that. You know what I mean? So taking that
Mm-hmm.
time during that day. You know what I mean? Most people, they want to, after they get off of work, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Getting
Yeah.
off of work and doing your thing. You know what I mean? You got a family. I'm a father too. I got two
Yeah.
daughters. So, you know, I take that time when I can and just try to utilize it, working on my business, because at the end of the day, for me personally, my
Mm-hmm.
businesses are going to get me out of that hole where I don't have to work a 9 to 5 job, and 9 to 5 job could be optional.
Yeah.
Plus, on top of that, it's something that I truly love and want to do. You know what I mean? Most people are stuck at jobs just like they are relationships.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get
Yeah.
out of it because they're either too comfortable or that's what they know. You know what I mean? So like you're
Yep.
sitting there, it's bad for you, but you don't do anything about it.
Yep. Yep. And that's a fact. had an interview, and one of the guys talked about, he said, life should not go up and then plateau. It should not do that. You should always look to accomplish different goals. And I think that's, especially with being an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Once you master the craft, I think you can apply, just like, once you master the hustle, you can apply it to anything. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, investing in yourself. You're not wasting your money if you're investing into yourself, but you're actually doing something. I tell people all the time, they're like, yo, where'd you get this from? Oh, you take pictures? Oh, you do that? I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, there was a point where it was a point where I would spend my last $1,000 and then be like, damn, I gotta go food shopping tomorrow. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would spend that.
Yep.
You know, exactly. And a lot of cats don't know that they'll be out here and they'll get their $1,000 to buy some sneakers, or they be out here spending money or flashing it around. I spend my last $1,000 on a piece of equipment that I know I need to bring my business forward. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what you have to do. Those are the sacrifices. Sacrifice is a big thing. And I think a lot of people really don't understand. They think sacrifice is like, oh, I sacrificed me, I didn't go hang out with this person, so I'm sitting here doing. Nah, man, it's bigger than that. Like, sacrificing is you put yourself in a place where you now have to do what you have to do to get out of that place, because you might have invested in yourself, or you might have just hit the rock bottom, at the end of the day. And people got to look at that. They don't, the young entrepreneurs, somebody said to me, I said, yo, I'm going to come out. I got this. I'm going to come out with this item. I'm going to sell it. And they told me, no, don't do that, because you're going to make your business look cheap. And I said, I took a step back, and this is from another entrepreneur. And I looked back and I said, damn, you actually right about that. I said, because, that's what a lot of cats is doing out here. They, they put something on the shirt and then they sell it. And it's like, and then it lasts for how long? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you want to be able to invest in yourself to the point where, I'm just not getting the shirts done. I got the whole goddamn machine in my motherfucking backyard. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole machine. I'm working the machine. I'm putting the thread on the machine. You know what I'm saying? I got the books for the machine. You know what I'm saying? You want it? What kind of color? I got the color codes for the thread you want. I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, my fingers is bleeding because I'm over here making it happen. Like,
exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
of
course. That's putting in the work.
That's putting in the work.
That's putting in the work and really making an investment in something, because you're serious about it. You know what I'm
saying? Exactly.
And you do see that a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody starts somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
respect that. You know what I mean? But, like, dive deeper. Deeper, like, go deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you got to do to get your plane off the ground, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, just keep investing in yourself, because you'll eventually make more money.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Keep investing and try to get the cost down, your cost of goods down. Get it down. Get it all the way down. Beat it all the way down, man, because at the end of the day, you're looking for that profit, because then with that profit, you then can reinvest. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Do you read?
I read. I'm more of a watcher.
Listen. I know. I get it. I like reading. I don't know. For me, I've been reading more.
Yeah.
But if you could find an audio book, maybe Spotify has it, because they do have audio books that you could type on there.
Okay.
But I would definitely recommend for everybody watching this right now, get the book. It's called The Science of Getting Rich. If you're looking to make a change in your life, and really you have something that you feel is you're gonna take it to that next level. That book. It's called The Science of Getting Rich.
Okay.
Get it on Amazon. It's a dope book. You could read it over and over, and honestly take everything that you learn in that book and apply it to what you're doing now, especially all you entrepreneurs out there.
Yeah. The Science of Getting Rich. Audio book could be on Spotify, and you can get it on Amazon like everything else in your goddamn life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Get everything on there.
Yeah.
Your whole house.
Yup. For real, man. For real. I seen a joke. I might as well put this in there. I seen a joke, and it said, hey, any of you boosters still boosting? Because if y'all is, can y'all get me a house? No, it's
Funny.
because the
That's
world,
funny.
it's so crazy now, man. It's so crazy. Everything is so crazy nowadays.
Yeah,
But
it is. The world's changing, man. The
yeah,
world's changing.
yep. And I go just real quick while we on these books and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I went to I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I did read that,
I
and then
gotta read that. I gotta
uh,
read. How was it?
yo, that book was. Let me tell you something right now. That's a good book because he goes from when he was a kid and how he seen, just real quick, he's seen his dad and then his boys, his best friend's
Best friend.
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, how they lived. His dad had like all these degrees and was a professor, but then he had his best friend's dad was like running these different businesses, and he would talk about the house. Like my dad had this car, he had this, we had a nice house, but then he would talk about, you know, the rich dad, and the rich dad house would be creaking. He had a certain car that was because he knew what to do with money. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't about having the best this and it just goes through that from when he was a kid to when they grew up to a teenager, and it goes through different situations, and it tells you the mindset. Yo, you can't, like, you know how people go to work and they blame their boss. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like he teaches, you know, he's teaching how you can't blame the boss. The boss is doing what the boss has to do for his business. If you don't want to, if you don't want, you know, to be in a situation, we'll figure out your way out, and you know, create your own, so you can make up your own rules. And you know, just don't blame the person first of all, I'm giving you benefits and he's paying you, so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and you got to do this job. So I mean, and then I went to a seminar. I took it a step further, and I went to a seminar in New York.
Did you? That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. I went to the seminar, and then, you know, I went to seminar. It was for real estate because, you know, he's a real estate guy, so he talks about real estate. It wasn't actually him though. It was a guy he's really good friends with that is just as amazing as he
Robert
is.
Kiyosaki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was I can't remember the other guy's name, but he's just as amazing as the author, Robert, and he just explained all the loopholes and everything that goes on, like with real estate and, you know, saving money, how to do this, blah blah blah. And it just opens up to you and lets you know that, yo, is this stuff really goes on every single day. Like, for example, he said he was driving down the road, he's seen a lot, right? He's seen a lot. He called the number, it was for sale. He called the lot. He called the people up, the real estate, and they said, "Yeah, we're selling it for this." But he has connections, of course. But I'm gonna, you know, keep speaking on it. He's seen a lot. Called the real estate agent. Real estate agent told him this much. He like, all right, cool, boom. He bought it, flipped it for probably crazy amount of money. Because what he did is he called Fridays or Outback and called them and said, "Hey, I got this property. It's on this street. Blah blah blah." They said, "For real?" Yep. Boom, and flipped it to him.
Damn.
Just
See,
like,
smart.
just
He's
like,
smart. He's smart.
yeah, just like that. But I would have never even thought of something like that. You know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
I'm saying. He's smart. He's thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Thinking outside the box. Yeah, I gotta dive into that book. That's one of my books. I listened to an audio. They talk. Did you read more about because I think he had a second book. They talk about the
Yeah,
cash quadrant. That's crazy right there, bro. Like
yeah.
see, they talk about network marketing, right? Do you
Uh-huh.
know what network marketing is?
Now break it down to me. Break it down to me.
So network marketing, basically what you're doing is you're introducing a product, right? A company may come out with, right, that they want to put out. So instead of pumping millions of dollars into advertisement agencies and things on the billboard, right? They pump it into the people where everybody shares the wealth. So most people, right, they go, oh, they think of network marketing as a pyramid scheme, and network marketing isn't like that. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
what it is we're sharing the wealth with each other. Most people, and this is where Robert Kiyosaki talks about this in his book. He talks about the cash quadrant, where you got an E, you got a S, you have a
Okay.
B, and you have an I. So E stands for employee. You
Uh-huh.
know, everybody who's an employee to a business, they do the normal 9 to 5. Then you have S, which stands for like solo, small business,
Yep.
special. Doctors fall into that quadrant, right? Then you got B, which stands for big business, right?
Yep.
Big business, corporations, things of that has more than 500 employees. And then you have I, which stands for investors, investments, things like that, right?
Yeah.
When you break down the quadrant, the B and the I are very different from the E and the S.
Yep.
Their mindsets are different. Their friends are different. Their environment's different. Everything's different.
Yeah.
You see why the people that are on the, B and the I side are more, successful in a way because of what they do and how they do things, and not really giving a fuck. I'm sorry to excuse my language, but not
Nah,
giving a
it's
fuck
facts.
what people think or say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
most people, 90% of them or 95% of them are broke anyway. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? People
Yep.
who always have opinions, talk shit, tell you how to do something, they're broke anyway. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So
Yep.
like, that's stuff that I deal with on a daily basis in my business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's showing them, just really showing them what it could be, because most people, like I said, they're trapped. And like, don't get me wrong, some people got some real good 9-to-5 jobs. I
Yeah.
respect that, right?
Yeah.
But there are other people out there who are really just stuck in their job and they don't know how to get out of that. And me,
Yeah.
the business that I've been in, doing a lot of reading, it feels like, right? And I grew up in the hood. It feels like I've escaped out of a cage with like sheep. Like that's how
Mm-hmm.
it feels. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm better than anybody. You know what it is? I'm more aware of stuff that's going on. And what I do is I want to
Yep.
help people understand that. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting dealing with a lot of different people,
Yeah. Yeah.
and their personalities and just things like that. And you could really tell who's a leader and who's not a leader. Who's willing to do something, more than
Yeah.
that person. That's what's gonna set you at that bar compared to everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I work with other guys in network marketing. They do a lot of Forex trading. They don't understand what Forex trading is, but that's another topic for another
Yeah.
time. But like I said, man,
Yeah.
it's crazy how people think and how people operate, though.
Yeah. Nah. No. That's a fact. It's definitely a fact, and that's the one thing when you're doing something, people are constantly gonna. You can't care about, and just like you said, it is those people that think like that. Like, I don't give a fuck about what nobody talking about. I'm getting straight to this. They said, what's his name? Jeff Bezos, he got like another $200 billion, right? Yo, he don't care what you talking about. JC Penney's go out of business. I'm turning you into a fulfillment center.
Basically,
I
yeah,
don't give a
distribution
fuck what you
center.
do. Oh no, that's not good for the bro. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. For fulfillment centers and JC Penney's and whoever else want to go out of business, Kohl's, you can return the packages. I'm gonna get this money. If you part of Amazon, you gonna get broken off. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have all of this for my people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that mindset. It's that mindset to keep going, keep going. It's something new. Every time you open up Yahoo, Bloomberg, I don't care who you. He's like, yo, here come another one.
Yep.
Here come another one. Elon Musk. Here come another one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to set up, Elon Musk trying to set up a way where you can go out, take a spaceship to, to outer space, and just like it's an airplane. Here go another one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, definitely.
it don't stop.
He just passed actually Mark Zuckerberg as he passed Mark Zuckerberg as far as as far as being the I think he's the number 3 billionaire in the world right now.
Yeah, yeah.
That man is smart. You know what I'm saying? He thinks outside the box. Like,
Yep.
you gotta not give a fuck what people say or think. That's at the end of the day. That's with
Yo,
everything.
that's a fact.
Everybody has an opinion. Like
Yep.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's turning that off and you just focusing what you want to do and what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And then prove to them and show them, oh, remember when you was talking shit about this? Remember you was telling me not to do this? Remember you was telling me, you know what I'm saying? I did it.
Yep.
And I'm going to continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, when you're making that much money, you don't really even care what they say. Because like I said, 95% of them are broke anyway.
Yep.
You can't take advice from somebody who's broke. You know what I mean? So like, it's a learning experience. You know what I mean? I'm not better than anybody. I'm grateful for everything that I have in my life, and like changing their mindset is one of the biggest things that you can ever do.
Yep.
Anything, bro. It really is so true, though.
Yeah, man, listen, I definitely agree with that. Now, before we go, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to name 3 things that you're grateful for.
3 things. Me waking up this morning, 100%. Me waking up this morning.
Yep.
My kids are healthy. They're happy. And honestly, just having a roof over my head at the end of the day, because I'm out there in this world right now. There's homeless people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a video the other day that like broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? This guy and this dude was making fun of it. It's on
I
my
seen that. I seen that.
yeah. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
He's like, bro, why are you always wearing it? He's like, bro, you should be happy for what you have. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm homeless, and I was like, damn. Like, I started a GoFundMe account. I want to raise $1,000 at least. I want to definitely find this dude and try to get him the money to possibly change his life in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean?
Yep.
At the end of the day, like I respect the man who talks like that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he gave a valuable lesson to that person who was pretty much making fun of him and recording him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So him teaching them that lesson, that's huge right there. Most people don't understand that, but that's what it really came down to at the end of the day, is just teaching that man a valuable lesson of
Yep.
being in a state of gratitude and just being grateful for everything, because anything could happen, bro. Anything could happen. Think about it. Look at Chadwick that just passed away. He was battling of, a 4-year cancer battle. But like in the midst of that, you know what I'm saying? Like he was also helping people and really making a difference in the world,
Yeah, yeah.
And he never really explained what he was dealing with. So, that's very humbling, experience to see a guy like that. So like I said, back to the just state of gratitude, just everybody be grateful for what you have. The most smallest things, really. If you do that, if you're grateful for everything you have in your life, I promise you, life gets better from there. It really does. And that's what I do. Every day, I get up in the morning and I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for every single morning, bro.
Nice.
I write it in. Look, I even got a daily gratitude book, and I write every day. Just you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's and just like you said, man, a lot of people don't understand what grateful. And I think, sometimes it, coming from the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Again, coming from the bottom, you grateful, you're just grateful for the little things. And then as you get older, you know what I'm saying? You acquire certain things, but at the end of the day, like for example, 3 years ago, I got a new car. The best thing about the car is to me is, and people are like, oh, it gotta be the this and that. I'm like, yo, the best thing about this car is 2 things actually. This is speakers, because I'm very grateful for music. I believe music brings everybody together.
I love music. I love music.
That's why people are like, what you love about this car? I'm like, yo, I got both speakers in here. Fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's a memory that comes with it. I'm grateful for it. My son picked out the car when he was 3. So you know what I'm saying? So it's the small things, you know what I'm saying? It's the small things, because when something big comes and happens, you know what I'm saying, that might affect you in a negative way, you still can be able to look around and be like, I can get through this because I still got this. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for this. I'm grateful for this. And I think that's a big part of life. And I think that's what people definitely got to, stick to and always remember. You don't want to walk around being an asshole. Be an asshole when you have to be. You don't have to be an asshole all day long.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
listen, man, I definitely thank you for coming on and dropping some.
I'm great. Listen, I'm grateful for you to have me on, for real. I really appreciate this, man. And anybody who's watching out there, I hope that you could take any little golden nuggets that maybe I put out tonight and just really could help you. And same for Edric. If you put out anything, if you guys get a chance, check those books out. The Science of Getting Rich and Rich Dad Poor Dad, something I got to read myself. So they're dope information, man. Especially if you're out there an entrepreneur, you really want to make a change and the way you're doing things, business, stuff like that. Get those books.
Yep, facts. And listen, this is Chris Soto, Instagram Fat to Motivational. Hit him up if you got any questions. And this is Edric, Dulture, the Dope and Diverse Culture. And like always, keep it Dulture.
Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thanks for having me. Have a great night.
All right, you too.
Take care.